Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the pets. Oh my God, they're eating your cats. What are we gonna do? I mean, these people are they're disgusting, they're black, they're all over the place, they're migrants. Be careful out there, you don't want them to eat your pets. Just the other day, they had a black guy walking down the street with a duck in his hand. I saw that on Facebook, you know? So what do we do? One tone of voice to the next on that one, but man, can you believe the type of shit that these people sit here and listen to, and they talk about, and they sit here and have conversations that are supposed to be like on an intellectual basis on what it is that you see wrong with communities that you're living in. And can you believe you got a person like Trump who wants to be president and comes out and says this shit in a debate? And then there's this shit.
Now to race and politics in this country. Mr. President, you recently said of Vice President Harris, quote, "I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black." I want to ask a bigger picture question here tonight. Why do you believe it's appropriate to weigh in on the racial identity of your opponent?
I don't, and I don't care. I don't care what she is. I don't care. You make a big deal out of something.
Listen to that ass. His back up against the wall. Look at that face. Look at Kamala's face when he said that. Look at that face, okay? You can't tell me this woman she's not enjoying that. Look at her face. That is... that is fucking crazy. Like, oh, yeah, Trump, what you gonna say now? You hear me? This is what Trump gets for being racist, okay? Being a racist bastard, sued twice for it, bringing up the Central Five and all that stuff. Everything comes back in full circle on this man. He deserved every fucking bit of it.
I care less. Whatever she wants to be is okay with me.
But those were your words, so I'm asking...
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that. And then I read that she was black, and that's okay. Either one was okay with me. That's up to her. It's up to her.
Vice President Harris, your thoughts on this?
I think honestly, I think it's a tragedy that we have someone who wants to be president who has consistently, over the course of his career, attempted to use race to divide the American people.
Now, she doesn't bring up the fact that he was sued twice, adjudicated twice for being racist, but putting the letter C on top of his applications, his applications at his residence or his buildings, property, whatever he owns, labeling black people as, colored, and he didn't rent to him. He threw them in some pile or threw them in the trash. She didn't mention that, but she did mention this.
I do believe that the vast majority of us know that we have so much more in common than what separates us, and we don't want this kind of approach that is just constantly trying to divide us, and especially by race. And let's remember how Donald Trump started. He was land, he owned buildings, and he was investigated because he refused to...
My bad, she does mention that.
...rent property to black families. Let's remember, this is the same individual who took out a full-page ad in the New York Times calling for the execution of 5 young black and Latino boys who were innocent, the Central Park 5. Took out a full-page ad calling for their execution. This is the same individual who spread birther lies about the first black president of the United States. And I think the American people want better than that.
Can you believe you got a person like Trump who wants to be president and comes out and says this shit in a debate? They're eating your dogs. What in the fuck? I mean, think about it, man. Come on. That's a presidential that's presidential material right there, right? Am I right or wrong? Oh my God, so fucking stupid.